Halo semuanya, perkenalkan nama saya Rima Devi Rasma. Kali ini saya akan mereview tentang teknik negosiasi yang digunakan dalam film Steve Jobs. Jadi di sana ada negosiasi kayak gimana aja. Mari kita lihat filmnya berikut ini. Jadi film ini itu adalah film Jobs yang mengisahkan tentang Steve Jobs dalam awal mula membentuk produk Apple dan sampai se-booming sekarang ini.
Simultaneously. Allow me to explain, because it's quite fascinating, actually. The logic board is rather complex, especially compared to some of the other boards here, including, of course, the Altair. And as you can see, it's much smaller and cheaper to manufacture and build, which by using dynamic RAM, we were able to shrink the size of the board substantially.
So it works with your television?
Yes. It will work on any television or video monitor. All you need is a radio frequency converter to display the images from your microprocessor to your said output device. And it'll run BASIC. It will also run BASIC, which I think could be a great. So I guess that wraps it up. Thank you very much for your time. This was terrific.
Dari sini kita lihat bahwa dia sedang mempresentasikan mengenai produknya, tapi orang-orang itu tidak begitu tertarik. Mungkin karena presentasinya kurang menarik, karena dia hanya bawa bahan yang masih berantakan langsung dipresentasiin, padahal barangnya bagus. Cuman dia ngomongnya gugup, jadi bikin orang tuh nggak yakin. Makanya banyak orang yang keluar dari ruangan nggak terlalu tertarik sama produk yang dia tawarin. Coba kita lihat kelanjutannya ya.
Tough crowd. Good evening, gentlemen. I'm Frank. And we're here with reduced instructions and computed CPU.
Excuse me. Name is Paul Terrell. Saw your presentation.
And?
And I'd like to talk business.
What can I do for you?
Well, I own a local computer parts store in Mountain View. The Bite Shop.
Computer parts?
Yeah, we sell transistors, boards, soldering equipment, monitors, hobbyist types.
Like Radio Shack?
No. Listen, why don't you stop by and talk to me sometime. There's my card. Give me a call.
Great.
It's nice meeting you.
Steve Jobs.
Steve Jobs. All right.
Who is that?
Nah, itu merupakan contoh perkenalannya. Jadi mereka ada orang yang tertarik dengan presentasi tadi, walaupun cuma satu, ya nggak apa-apa. Seenggaknya bisa menarik peminat lah satu orang. Nah, di menit ini pun terjadi negosiasi, yaitu ketika Steve Jobs mendatangi Byte Shop. Mari kita lihat cuplikan berikut ini.
So what kind of investment are we talking about?
Jesus, Steve. I said I was interested, not buying.
I know. But you're also not the only interested party.
Oh, really? I'm not?
No, you're not.
That's interesting, because it sure seemed that way the other night at Homebrew.
You think that's the first stop that we made? We've been all over the valley.
Oh, well, then you already have a retailer.
I got offers. Look, Paul. My middle name's Paul. My dad's name's Paul. Bunch of Pauls. I think we're kindred spirits here. We're both businessmen that operate from our gut. And my gut tells me to give you this opportunity.
I'm thinking $400 per machine for 50 units, paid at the time of delivery.
400 for 100 units, a third up front.
We're not negotiating.
Yes, we are.
Okay. I'll pay $450 per machine. $450 on delivery, nothing up front. I know it's asking a lot, Steve, but it's a big payoff if you deliver.
When I deliver. 500 per unit, you got a deal.
All right. You got 90 days.
5 and 60.
Nah, di sini Jobs itu tadinya kan si Paulnya itu cuman bilang kayak siapa bilang kalau dia tertarik, dia cuman bilang cuman kenalan doang kan, tapi Jobsnya akhirnya nggak kehabisan akal, dia menawarkan apa ya, dia ngasih apa sih dibilangnya, dia nyebutin bahwa nama dia itu sama-sama Paul, jadi dia bawa Tuhan lah tadi kayak buat itu. Nah terus akhirnya si Paulnya setuju. Nah dia nawarin kalau misalkan harganya $400 per unit, sebanyak 100, tapi Steve Jobs-nya nggak mau kan. Akhirnya dia nawarin 450 unit. Belum deal juga, akhirnya Steve Jobs nawarin kalau misalkan harganya 500 aja per unit. Akhirnya mereka deal. Ini menarik banget sih, tadinya soalnya dia nggak mau. Lanjut lagi. Nah, di sini ketika Jobs dan teman-temannya telah menyelesaikan pesanan si Paul, dia datang ke toko, dia ngasih barangnya, dan di sini nih konfliknya.
Nice board. Where's the rest?
Result.
I asked for 50 computers. That's keyboards, cases, monitors, and power included, not just boards.
Just boards. Excuse me, just boards. These are state of the art. The logic boards alone are. Nobody's making anything like this. What? How dare you? How dare
I think what my colleague is saying is that you're not seeing the possibilities here. That is indeed one unbelievably kick-ass computer.
Not to the consumer.
Well, then maybe your consumer should start to learn how to operate, how to even work that.
Listen, boys, you sold me on a home computer. That's a keyboard and monitor. This is a board. Now, I'm sure this makes a very capable starter kit, but the everyday person, the kind of person that's not an engineer or in a computer club like you, they're not going to know what the hell this is. The average Joe doesn't want to build their own computer. They just.
Nah, menurut saya yang salah di sini itu ketika kita bernegosiasi, kita itu harusnya menyediakan perjanjian tertulis gitu. Jadi misalkan barang yang dijual apa, biar yang melakukan negosiasi juga baca ketentuannya apa aja. Jadi nggak kayak gini kan, mereka kemarin ngomong dua mata doang ya, maksudnya nggak ada perjanjian tertulis atau apa. Nah jadinya kayak gini, ada merasa yang tidak puas, jadinya protes, merasa dibohongi kan. Tapi kita lihat kelanjutannya ya.
Just want to buy it. They want to take it out of the box, plug it in, and have it work. Steve, are you listening to me?
Yeah.
Nah, si Steve ini nggak marah, dia cuma senyum, tapi kita lihat responnya ya.
These are your boards, and they will sell. I can promise you that. You saw our demo at Homebrew. You know what it's capable of with the right components, which, by the way, all of which you sell. So demo it to the consumer and market the components separately. You show them your keyboards and your monitors. You'll move more inventory that way, and you'll make a hell of a lot more cash. You got me.
All right, Steve.
Nah, tapi si Steve ini karena responnya dengan kepala dingin, dia ngasih solusi buat si Paul ini kalau misalkan nggak apa-apa jual aja secara terpisah, kalau misalkan nggak laku dia bisa jamin. Akhirnya si Paulnya percaya sama Steve, jadinya mereka
I'll try to sell them. But if I don't, I'm not making another order.
Okay, that's fine. But I think that you might be really interested in our second model.
What's the second model?
What are you talking about? All in one.
itu tuh strategi marketingnya dia biar si Paulnya penasaran, wah apalagi nih gitu.
No, ma'am, but it run.
Nah, di sini Jobs juga bernegosiasi lewat telepon dengan cara menawarkan satu persatu produknya lewat telepon kepada setiap orang. Dia menjelaskan produknya dan kita lihat seperti apa negosiasinya.
Runs on a TV monitor. Yes, like a television set, exactly. I don't think you understand it. It's not a TV, it's a personal computer. Okay, do you own a typewriter? Great. Okay, now, do you use it? Perfect. So imagine combining your typewriter with your television set. No, wait. Please, sir, don't hang up. Yes, we are small right now. But how do you know we're working out of our garage? Who told you that? Yes. Well, thank you for taking the time. Yes, sir. Apple. Computer. Apple? Yes, like the fruit. No. All I'm asking is that you come visit us. One meeting, and I promise you'll be on board. Around $50,000 would be my guess. Hello? What do they say? What the hell is the matter with people?
Take it, the call went well.
I would say I hope you choke, but that burrito's gonna kill you either way.
Nah, ternyata dari semua yang dia telepon itu nggak ada yang tertarik sama sekali sama tawarannya dia. Ya karena lewat telepon ya orang juga mungkin zaman dulu kan belum internet, belum secanggih sekarang, sosial media buat iklan itu belum secanggih sekarang. Jadi dulu tuh lewat telepon dan itu tidak terlalu menarik ya. Jadi kayak gini, dia marah karena nggak ada yang tertarik sama produk dia. Nah, jadi di sini tuh ada akhirnya setelah si Jobs-nya marah tadi sama teman-temannya, ada satu orang yang datang ke rumah mereka, ke garasi mereka, yaitu si Mike ini. Dia orang suruhan dari atasannya, karena si Jobs ini nelponin terus atasannya, jadi dia disuruh buat ngecek ada apa sih di sana. Jadi akhirnya mereka melakukan negosiasi seperti berikut ini.
Okay, to the point. I think we should start with around 90 grand, see where that takes us.
Sorry, could you repeat that?
I'm sorry. $90,000 isn't gonna get it done.
Wait, Steve, 1 sec.
I don't see anybody else coming in your garage with a checkbook.
Oh, no, 90 grand gets it done for us. I just don't think it gets it done for you. We'll do the $90,000 investment at a $300,000 valuation, but I also want you to kick in a $250,000 credit line with 10% interest to be paid back in full once we meet net revenue positive.
Okay. What I mean is okay. Yeah. Now, the first thing you need to do is incorporate so that you two as owners can protect your interests. And that is, of course, if you'll have me aboard.
Thank you very much, Mr. Markle.
Of course, Mike. Yeah, how you doing?
Yeah, put her there, Bill. Bill, right?
Fernandez.
Yeah. Oh, thanks, Mike.
Yeah, Steve. There's two, pal.
Yang saya suka dari film ini adalah Steve ini tahu barang yang dia jual itu peluangnya seperti apa. Jadi dia tuh pede gitu nawarin ke orang karena dia tahu value-nya dia itu besar. Nah, berikut ini cuplikan ketika mereka menjalankan hasil negosiasi mereka tempo beberapa menit yang lalu. Kita lihat.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Steve Jobs. When I founded this company, I had one goal in mind, and that was to do what nobody else considered possible, to put the power and the beauty of the world's most advanced technology in the hands and homes of people just like you and me. And I can promise you that after today, you will never look at computers the same way again. So I am proud to introduce to you and the world the future of personal computing, the revolutionary Apple II.
Nah, jadi kan ini yang pertama itu kan dia sama-sama mempresentasikan karyanya juga ya, yang pertama itu yang sama temennya, tapi yang temennya itu kan ngomongnya gugup, nggak beraturan, padahal dia tahu produk yang dia pasarin, tapi dia nggak bisa untuk komunikasiinnya. Nah, sedangkan si Jobs ini, dia sama-sama presentasi, tapi dia tuh lebih lantang suaranya, jadi orang tuh fokus dengerin dia. Jadi menurut saya kalau negosiasi itu kita harus menguasai apa yang akan kita sampaikan. Kita juga harus persiapan untuk berbicara di depan, jangan sampai terputus-putus, karena kalau misalkan bicaranya terputus-putus, orang pun nggak akan yakin sama produk yang akan kita jual. Seperti perbedaan dua video presentasi tadi. Nah, jadi itu dia liputan mengenai cuplikan mengenai film-film Steve Jobs yang banyak negosiasi tadi tuh banyak mempengaruhi dalam perkembangan Apple hingga sekarang. Misalkan coba kalau Jobs tidak mempresentasikan produknya secara lantang, atau ketika Paul marah karena produknya tidak sesuai dengan apa yang diharapkannya, dan Steve tidak menjelaskan secara jelas keunggulan produknya apa, dan lain-lain, mungkin Apple tidak akan sebesar sekarang, dan mungkin perjanjian-perjanjian negosiasi lainnya yang sangat berperan besar dalam negosiasi. Kalau negosiasinya nggak lancar, Apple itu tidak akan sebesar seperti saat ini. Ya, sekian sebuah review film dari saya. Terima kasih semuanya.